Hello again, my dear collective. Please take what resonates, know what it is, and let's dive into the messages, okay? 444 could also be relevant. 777 is either waiting for things to turn around in your favor in terms of 444, or a complete yes, angels await you, protecting you. Yes, I'm not really going to full details. If you've been here for a while, you know the definition based on my spiritual guidance when it comes to the angel numbers 444, 444, 777, and so forth. Okay? So, message number two, whatever was taken from you, you're about to receive. Um, I put 20 in the title, but the number I got was 19. Okay? So, 19 times back. Okay? Um, but based on my OCD, you're going to get it 20 times back. Okay? But 19 is quite like symbolic. Like maybe on the 19th specific day, within the 19 hour, within 19 months, weeks. Maybe something was taken away from you when you were 19. You're about to get it back. Okay. Um, and if that doesn't resonate, what was taken from you is going to be returned 19 times back. Okay. Obviously, if it makes sense, you take what resonates. Now, I also want to add, do not be comfortable in hell. Okay. A lot of people pleasers, a lot of individuals that have been through a lot of trauma. Let's be for real, whether it's actual or spiritual. But I feel like the physical trauma, the mental trauma is more effective. Okay, um, in that sense. Now, this message could be for the people that have been in a lot of people pleasing, abused, whether spiritually, mentally, physically. In this case, more so like, because I have my different opinions when it comes to being humanly attacked and spiritual attack. Okay. But I will say this, depending on where you're at, because I know there's different levels to how one get affected. Like somebody that was very in tune, very knowledgeable, very much in their protection game, them being spiritual attack is not the same as getting physical or mental symptoms, you know. So it's like it's a different thing for different people. On that note, um, if you have gone through anything of this sort, you're also going to get something returned back to you in abundance times 19. Okay, this is basically the tables being turned, the good people actually being heard and seen and being justified, things of this nature. Like maybe you've been waiting for a while, like I said, maybe 19 years, and now this is your season to be glorified 19 times um, for what was taken from you. Okay, so I think that's the message. And abundance can come in different ways. My personal like definition of abundance, what I would prefer is peace. Okay. I know a lot of people are different. Some people they want abundance in money, they want abundance in inheritance, they want abundance in love, they want abundance in family, they want abundance in food. Rightfully so. But I'm not gonna insert myself too much, but having an abundance in peace, that's 1010. On that note, you could be seeing 1010 as well. I say it all the time. It's just become like a staple word for me. Um, 1010 is basically when things are just like, there's no doubt about it. You know, it's a complete yes. It's a yes with capital letters, right on the money, intuition on point. Um, Also makes me feel good. Now, obviously, there's a different definition online or from other people. I don't know those definitions, okay? Clearly, obviously, you can look it up and go with the ones that make sense to you. But this is the message, collective. Sorry that I'm a little bit. I have a lot to do today, but I'm always appreciative of you guys watching my readings. Until next time, okay? Now, yeah, that's it. You will hear from me when you hear from me. I think that's pretty much it. Some of you guys might feel a little bit like fatigued. It could be PMS, it could be spiritual, it could be you kind of just over and have been burnt out doing too much. Um, in conclusion, make sure to not be too hard on yourself. Make sure to rest, stay hydrated, heavy on the rest, stay hydrated, okay? Heck, it couldn't even be allergies. I don't know, but like on a collective scale, it could be like because some people be like, if you feel certain symptoms, it's a spiritual awakening, it's a spiritual ascension. I'm here for the ones that make sense to me. So so me guys, it's a spiritual awakening or a spiritual ascension symptom. You feeling very tired. It's not you feeling drained, because being drained, as an example, from a energy vampire, that's a different energy from feeling fatigued on a spiritual note. Like you can feel burnt out because you've been overworked. You can feel stressed out, drained because you're around somebody that's negative. You kind of have to, depends on what it is for you. But being fatigued or feeling drained by energy, but it's not from anyone else, but it's more so from the shifts that's happening. A lot of females get it very, females, feminine, are very in tuned, right? So a lot of shifts happening for for a lot of feminines when it comes to their moods, and fatigues are like one of the symptoms. So yeah, if it's not a person, a place, it's definitely an ascension symptom. And if it's not that deep, it's just you doing too much. Don't be too hard on yourself. Remember to stay hydrated and rest, okay? Because this too shall pass, all right? Um, yeah, I think that's it though. I'm trying to tune in if there's anything else before I continue my breakfast, okay? I will tell you this. I am feeling kind of like not drained because of still having the energy to do this and spring clean. Side note, I know for me it's the allergies. Okay. So again, I know it's different vibrations versions for me than for other people, but it's not the. It will pass basically. Okay. Um, there's something else though, but maybe it's not relevant. You might get like spam calls or text messages, or like one of those fake ass like hawks messages. um I remember, like, I would say this yesterday, and the last time I did like music channeling. Since that day, weird ass spam and text messages. Today, this morning, it was somebody that called me mother. Don't forget to save this number. I'm like, I ain't got no kids. Like, what is this? And it was linked to like 100 people's. So I would say whenever in the past, it used to be a frequent thing. So whenever you get spam calls, messages, that's an indicator on a spiritual note. This is what I've noticed, that you could either right now at this moment be gang stalked from people, but like on an energetic level, okay? Because they know something is about to happen, a shift is about to take place. This is just what I've noticed, okay? So if it resonates, please take it. But I think a lot of people have mentioned this as well, like a lot of messengers, like when you get like weird ass texts or phone calls. They always say it's gang stalking. So I'm just referencing them. But this has been factual for me in my own life. So I would say this: if it doesn't, I'm the type of person, like, if I don't experience it, because I'm not. Again, I'm very spiritual, but I like to be like, I need to see it in real life. Okay. So if somebody's like, "Oh yeah, that's gang stalking," I'm like, no. Until if I do experience, I'll be like, "Okay, I see what you saw," but until then, I'll be like, if I don't see it, if it doesn't make sense to me, or if it's not, my intuition is like that's what it is. Um, you know, no, And I feel like in my life, I've learned so much because it's quite easy. Because again, I came from a religious, very hardcore background where everything is just blindly, you dive deep in. But then God elevated my gifts, and was one of those people that would be questioning things and asking questions, and then God be showing me this, and I'm like, okay, ask them this, and they can't answer, or they look at me weird, or they act off, and I'm like, we're supposed to be one, and God, one, love one another as God. And I'm thinking here, why are they acting so different if we're supposed to be on one accord? So even in this, what I learn, I share what I can, as much as I can, in the same breath. Like, if it doesn't make sense to you, if it doesn't resonate, do not take it. Because again, if I'm saying you're about to receive abundance 10 times back to what was taken away from you, one person would be like, I only got times five, or times one, or I didn't get it. Or it could be in a situation, I was kind of pretty solid when I was 19, or 19 in terms of a date. It doesn't make sense to me. So that's why I always say, like a broken record, take where it resonates. So, and I know, like, I can peek how people be doing their messages, but at the end of the day, God kind of showcased me, like, there is a structure that people be moving and saying things, even in the spiritual community, even if they're religious. So I just have to take the good with the bad. So I'm gonna be hush hush, but at least on my channel, when it comes to my messages, please, I'm not about to be angry with you if because a lot of people do this way as well. Like, they get upset and have to do videos, and a lot of messengers and readers and anyone that's on a platform, they know what they're doing. They know what to do. I kind of was late to the party because it's still the Matrix. So I get it though. I guess they're being smarter, not harder, on how they move. So, but yeah. Long story short, take what resonates. Really, um, you're about to receive 19 times back, or 20 by 19, what was taken away from you, and that's it. And if you feel gang stalked, if you're being harassed by weird ass messages, it's because the shift is happening. Now, if you view this as not the case and you're actually being gang stalked for real, like on a literal sense, and don't resonate with the symbolism, at least you know where to go. Um, because when things happen in the physical, it's not the same as things taking place in the spiritual. But there is a bridge. So I say this to say, keep the faith, take care of yourself, don't be too hard, and be more kinder to yourself. I feel like that's like, be more kinder to yourself. Not nicer, like kinder. Okay? Gentle. Um, I don't know if this is relevant, but if you want to eat noodles, go and eat the noodles. So, hey, YOLO, you know? Collective, thank you for watching as per usual. Enjoy the sun. Enjoy nature, okay? Because darn it, if you have access to it, do it, okay? Because I'm sick and tired of people just not just, and I'm sick and tired of myself of just not enjoying the moment, right? But we must learn to love. So let's learn.